Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Esoteric Ebb. We're back in the Pillars Crossing place. We're going to be heading to the waterfront fairly shortly. I just wanted to kind of knock on a few doors here and see if we get any different results in terms of who's about. Oh, can I not? They said come back later. This may be a very short process. Who's this? RNA. Can I get in there? About down here. Snell. This is Snell's house. Doesn't want my sleeping here, though. Alright. Snell?
Welcome to my bed. Go ahead, root around as much as you want. Don't mind if you do.
Sarcasm. Oh, so I can have some of your stuff.
No, and don't touch anything. He sighs. I'm not sure how this is in any way useful for the job. Let me know when you're done looking around. Looking! Nothing else.
How much is the rent?
Yeah, not so bad, thanks to the old lady. She looks after her own. Not every goblin is so lucky.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know there are 3 tribes in the city, right? The halfways get by real well, thanks to Lady Sageleaf. But it didn't used to be that way, and most goblins have a real hard time getting by here. Most guilds won't exactly hire a goblin just like that.
I see. They must not want goblins due to the goblin nature of them. I mean, you guys. He gives you the stink eye. Really stinky?
We're humans, so by default, on average, yeah, we're not trusted. Back in the day, there were apparently a bunch of programs meant to push us into the workforce. Anti-discrimination laws, goblin public works projects, but the support for those ran out way before I was born. So most kids just fall into crime.
They can't do that. In Norvik, it's illegal to be a criminal.
Yeah, that's arguably one of the dumbest things you've ever said.
Dumbest thing so far.
Look, imagine you're a goblin kid. You spend most of your day in the warren with 20 others your age. There's barely any resources to actually teach you all the human stuff we're legally forced to be taught. If you're lucky, you got one parent with a stable income. Otherwise, you'll be living in the dormitories. No support system, no chance to integrate into the city you're supposed to be living in. If you're lucky, you'll get a dangerous gig in the tunnels. If not, the only way for you to get enough money for food, beyond the basic handouts, is joining a syndicate. They recruit young to keep you in the juvenile stockade if you get caught, starting as an errand boy, ending up as whatever they need for their enterprises. Then you bring home a heavy pouch of crowns for your mom and pops. What's they going to do, turn their little kid in? Or accept the only major income the household's gotten in months? Maybe they'll even encourage you, push you to get real friendly with the local runner.
When you're a runner?
Runner and handler. Duh. It's complicated, but the Halfway Bridge tribe is classified as a syndicate. We run things in a similar sense to the Ishki and the NMBT, except we do things strictly by the book. We don't run drugs, for one. We get water land free as smuggling. But importantly, we keep the youth out of it, and we keep the other tribes at arm's length. Lady Sageleaf is real draconian in that regard. Everyone, and I mean everyone in our tribe, gets a job and a good salary. We've tried pushing this method, our support system, onto the other tribes, but it's hard, not always popular. We're the small, annoying cultish tribe of Tolstad, after all. He sighs. Again, so it is what it is.
Oh, what a round.
You're working hard for your lady. Yeah, I sure do. You catch him glancing at the image of her on the board.
This is much less goblin-y than I expected.
Oh, do you? I don't think I even want to ask you what you mean by that.
Goblin-y means dirty, muddy, barbaric, I guess?
Okay, you're just going to tell me anyway, great.
He leans on the couch, wearing a tired face.
Yeah, I'm not here a lot.
The goblin laughs.
I'd argue it's much better than usual. One time I was on a date, I brought her back here.
A girl?
Terrible idea. The date was already going poorly. Imagine her expression when she steps in here and there's a pile of robots all over the floor, a blocked drain in the kitchen sink, and 15 confiscated balls of pixie dust piled in the corner. Let me tell you, it took her 10 seconds to come up with an excuse.
He recounts the tale with excellent timing. Oh, this is one of his favourites. He tells that one to everyone. As his laughter fades, he looks around the place and tells you,
Yeah, anyway, looks better these days. Figure if I'm such a neat goblin like everyone says, I might as well keep my apartment clean, too.
A girl?
Da? Back when I was still looking for that sort of thing. You know, getting tied down, so on.
In the metaphorical sense.
What about you?
Oh, we've taken damage from the question.
The question cut tiny little holes in your inside skull.
Clerics are popular, right?
Avoid, abort, alert. He's not allowed to ask you personal things like that. Alright, let's try the charisma checks. We're pretty good at that. Hey, I was going to say just about pass. I forgot about our giant modifier. He's expecting an answer, so you're going to have to give one. Not a lie, though. You can't handle that right now. Too much pressure, clearly.
Too much.
Yes, listen to your gut. So what do I say? Oh, just keep it simple. Dismiss the question in a nice way, like this. Nothing lately. I'm busy with work. Be cool. Okay. Now, change the subject now. You seem like the type to be busy with work too.
For the last few years, I've just been focused on the halfways, and whatever the old lady needs of me. Don't mean it to sound ungrateful, though. I do love it. It's real rewarding.
What kind of reward? Like treasure?
Treasure of the soul?
Sounds like bad treasure. The goblin takes a breath.
I'd tell you to look at it from a goblin perspective, but let me put it like this. Lady Sagelive gives me options in a world of railroad tracks. I help my people and get real fucking good at it. So for now, I'm going to keep doing it.
At least you get a good salary, right?
It's alright.
Which there's a little picture of him on the wall there.
I do alright.
He grins.
Anyhow, anything else you want to chat about, or can we get going?
Okay, I want to have a little rummage in his stuff. Mass produced. Let's turn the lantern on. Ding. Glowstone lantern. That's what he repeats. Glowstone lantern? A glowstone lantern. What's wrong with it? The glowstone inside must be malfunctioning. Common issue with these cheaply post-war era produced lanterns. Hey Snell, you need help fixing this thing?
Oh, that's okay, cleric.
The goblin does not know what's best for him. Alright, let's fix it. It's only 7. As long as we don't roll a 1. Yay, we smashed it. You spent a few minutes looking it over, realizing a bit later that later than you should have, that there was an esoteric effect on the lantern itself. Investigating further reveals the issue, the glowstone's connection with the flimsy metal plate around it. While the heat remained and the stone is quite hot, its weak esoteric light was esoterically spread out across the full surface of the lantern instead of focused on the glowstone itself. Alright, reattach it without burning itself. The quick snap, the light returns. Such a simple solution, you should have come up with it quicker. I fixed the lamps now.
Oh, thanks.
He gives you a thumbs up. Oh, such gratitude. Now you won't have to trip when going to the bathroom in the middle of the night anymore.
Yeah, that's not really a problem, you know.
He points at his eyes. Dark vision. Why do you have a lamp?
It's not perfect dark vision.
He stretches a bit.
But yeah, the fixed lamp will help. Thanks again, cleric.
Okay, I'm so good at tinkering with stuff. You're slightly above average. Which does say more about the average than it does about you. Oh. What else have we got here? So we've got like... is that pinball? Bagatelle. The goblin has some good taste then. Okay, I don't know what bagatelle is. Looks like a pinball machine to me. What is? One of Snell's boxes. Let's open it. Ooh, what's this? Illimian ointment, and then we know what the rest is. We're going to take it all. Thank you, Snell. Alright, what's this? Plus 10 HP. Oh, cool. Okay, well, we're at the most we can have at the moment, so let's leave it there. What's this? Snell's work. You stand before a wooden board covered in sketches of various people. Each of them connected via long red threads. Oh yeah, he's like a conspiracy theorist thing. Look closer. You see several faces you recognize, and some you don't. a birdman with a black and white pattern, along with the note tea shop owner. Oh. A bulky merman with the text rival? No, unambitious. A stout-looking dwarf in uniform with a hammer symbol in the corner. Patron? A stylish orc with a freestrider heart symbol in the corner. Completely unaffiliated, suspicious. A pale man holding a skull, no motive. A human with a fancy beard and fish symbol in the corner, suppressing info, beware. And finally, you look over the central piece, the beautiful rendition of Lady Sageleaf herself. Her note reads, enemies, spies, city conspiracy. Hey Snell, what's this? He looks at you, over to you from across the apartment. Ah yes, a project visualizer. It helps me keep track of the jobs. You can check it out if you want. I have not done much other than a basic outline on the tea shop yet. I've been busy with all this running around. It's like a ton of work. Yes, not really. I haven't had that much downtime yet. Once we're finished, I'll make sure to compile it into a proper report for the old lady. Interesting. Can I use the bed? What's this? Yeah, he's got a photo of himself on the wall. The goblin's neatness feels almost divine. Oh, what's this? Whatever it was, it picked me up. Regain 1d4 hit points. Oh, okay. Can I use the bed? Can I take a nap, Snell? What? No! He yells from across the apartment. Do not even think about getting into my bed. You can join as well. That's definitely worse. Come on, let's have a buddy nap. Even worse. Right, look at the mattress. It's extra thick. Probably expensive. This material goes for extra in every outlet. However, the claim that these contain silk is ridiculous. Anything over a tiny fraction would make the bed half invisible. Scam then. Pretty good, damn good scam. Alright. Well, we're probably done here now. I do not need to relieve myself. You don't know that. Family. Alright, let's head. Maybe we'll get like a telekinesis or something spell and I can fiddle about in that chest thing. Where does this go? Leads outside eventually. I don't want to get too distracted because it is 8 o'clock. We should head to the water lanes. I'd like to get there for the meeting of the whatever they call themselves. I think it's up here, right? Is this it? Docks, that's the one. Let's do it. This is probably them. This is the magazines they were pushing out, I think. It says S. Yelan and Sons. What's this? Democratic propaganda. Street sign. Upper West View. Lower West Docks. Oh yeah, that's the yeah. Okay, so what is going on with you guys? Let's talk to the one we spoke to before.
A tense scene.
Oh, cleric, just in time. 4 young guys just hanging around looking normal, said the angry-looking blonde kid. We've confiscated the illegal goods, he says and bows his head. For the city! This is Rollo Malak. He turns his head towards one of the kids behind him. How's it going, Earthness? I don't know which one Earthness is. I'm trying. Hold on. Are you militia? The blonde kid shakes his head. I'm Rollo, the blonde kid says and takes a bow. Rollo Malak, at your service. Behind me are Earthness, Stenbusken and Toley. We're members of the Norvikian Resistance, a movement to... You're thieves and ignorant book burners. The girl adjusts her spectacles and straightens her back. With all due respect, Mr. Cleric, she says, don't believe a word from these thugs. You notice that 2 other girls behind her, a halfling and a dwarf, both look at each other. Jahan. Assholes! Zerba was the dwarf, right? Careful as nutshell, Cleric. Thugs? Come on, Medusa, really? Like the AY aren't just a bunch of ruffians? I've seen enough. The goblin whispers to you and sighs. Just activists clashing. The AY? Asgulist youths. See her green armband? Hello everyone, I'm the cleric. They've stolen? She hisses, then turns to Rollo to bark out. You stole our entire water lane delivery! Oh, we leveled up. Others are starting to notice the cleric in your step. Yeah, sure. Of an illegal newspaper.
Lord Cleric, I assure you, we're doing the city a favour here. Take that back. It's just a bunch of larpers. Now, we know what larpers are. What does it mean in this world's context? Larper, an insult meaning someone who's delusional and role-plays themselves into a position of power or importance. Based on life acting role-playing. Okay. Lord Cleric. I dig it. I'm the Lord Cleric. Oh, sure. I see, it's a lover's quarrel. Oh, loads more XP. What? No? Girl gives you an incredulous frown. That's not... Cleric, focus. Okay, so I'm sensing a conflict here.
You're here to uphold the law, right? Arrest these assholes. Now.
The dwarf grabs her hand and holds her back.
Odessa, calm down, please.
Yes, we could jump. Alright, point at the Asgard girl. You explain your side. She scoffs.
Okay, fine.
A dwarven friend mutters,
Oh, Odessa.
in a concerned tone. Her friends are trying to keep her from being too brazen. Why? They're in the right. She should be brazen. Copper press fever.
We deliver papers for the Asgalian chant. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a pretty big deal.
Snell chuckles. Paper is not terribly popular, but it is known for radical articles and political stances. She draws a sharp breath.
We have a busy schedule, and right as we started delivering the papers in Water Lane, these pieces of shit started following us. Taking papers we've just delivered right out of people's mailboxes. That's illegal, right?
Asks the halfling girl. Somewhat illegal.
Of course it's illegal.
Your opinion does not even register. She does not even hear it. Insolent behavior.
And then they grab one of our paper stacks from Zerba, like straight up assault and theft and... Almost sir, it wasn't it? They can't get away with this.
Probably wasn't that bad.
Okay, boy, what's going on here?
First of all, thank you for listening to reason. I know we look like some dumb kids, but we're not.
Something about his expression makes you think the exact opposite. He gestures towards you and then to himself.
We're on the same team here. I don't look dumb,
he says, looking dumb. Give him a hug. The boy physically clenches his entire posture up into a defensive wall as you move forward to embrace him in a manly hug.
We're in this together, brother.
Okay. Release the hug. The blonde kid backs away from you with a bewildered look on his face.
Oh boy, they're going at it.
The halfling lets out a cheer.
Kiss, kiss.
Medusa scoffs.
Right out of the skyline. Right out of Skyline Boys.
Oh dear.
Ugh. That makes you feel bad.
So... we heard about the Asgard chant being delivered on Tolstad. Or I did at the guild. I work at the fishery and I see every day how earthfolk get radicalised by dwarven nonsense. So I figured I'd get the boys with me and we'd, put a stop to it.
You want to put a stop to the production of a copper paper?
Well, we couldn't figure out where the thing was printed or anything, so a lot of copper press zines don't really have official companies behind them.
Which one's Tolly?
Especially trash like the chant.
You hear coming from the short kid in the back.
Go fuck yourself, Tolly. Hey, relax. I'm telling our story here to the good Lord Cleric.
He turns back to you and coughs once.
Of course, it's illegal to distribute unlicensed papers in every official district, so I ask around. Apparently, someone saw these girls at the university going around delivering it. Wasn't that difficult to figure out? It was Medusa doing the deliveries. Fucking Medusa.
Huh?
Stenbusken.
She's not allowed to do that.
The large kid in the back says with a nod. Wait, you guys know each other? There's like history here.
Yeah.
Earthness. Which one's Earthness?
Back in school, everyone knew who Medusa was. The Asgulist annoyance, the blonde
kid says with a grin.
Such a terrible nickname, unimaginative and boring. Also, fuck you. Anyway, that's how we got here. They delivered an illegal magazine and we put a stop to it.
He grins, wide and proud. What does the law say about this conflict?
The Asgard chant, or whatever silly name its anonymous publisher gave it, is not licensed for distribution in Tolstad. The city knows that terrible papers should not be given out. At the same time, it is also illegal to steal delivered newspapers from mailboxes, even if those papers are delivered illegally. Oh, that's a lot of illegality.
So they're both in the wrong.
Oh, it is in different ways, yes.
Okay, I've come to a conclusion.
Good.
She says and nods.
Great. Good.
Try to find a compromise.
Oh, probably not. Maybe?
Okay, well, so we do have advantage. No. Our negative modifier ruins it. No compromise, you'll have to deal with this head-on somehow. Well, right to free speech. Let's get the nationalist to back off.
Oh, hey!
He stares at you, trying to retain his composure.
You're frustrated already.
You could try the strength check. I don't have a -3 on.
Good, you're in control.
Take a deep breath and tell this kid to return the papers and... You're not allowed!
Oh no, the anger.
Blonde kid stumbles back.
It's taking over. Stop it. No burning.
What? But this is...
He fights you.
We're protecting Earthfolk from this filth. Filth? How would you know, Rollo? Can you even read?
Yeah, the halfling agrees.
Hey, shut it. Guys...
The dwarf girl mutters and glances at you. Stay quiet, I'm trying to stay in control.
Typical, reverting to dumb insults. Earthness, do it.
They're not listening.
I'm trying.
He says and keeps shooting sparks at the damp paper pile.
Stop. Just stop. It has to be illegal to set a fire in the middle of a street, right? Right, Mr. Cleric? Of course it is.
Anger brewing.
Seriously, stop this,
No, it's not.
The silent kid at the back keeps nodding profusely.
Burn it. Come on.
The rage enters your heart.
That's it.
Your outburst actually makes them go silent.
I'm done. They glance at each other. Oh, well, I guess that works. Now, Cleric, what if...
Someone has to die for this.
Excuse me?
Die? Execution, right now. One of you.
There's a stunned silence sweeping over the previously rowdy street.
And since you all love democracy so damn much, take a step forward.
What's he doing?
Each of you votes. You've got 10 seconds. Person with the most votes gets the honours. Stand in between them and point to a spot where the execution will take place. Okay? See where this goes.
You can't do that?
Wait a second. Now. The large kid stuffs his hand and points towards Rollo. Don't vote for me, you asshole.
What the fuck? Rollo, should we get the hells out of here?
Your companion stays silent. He's trying really hard not to laugh his ass off. The blonde kid quickly grabs a stack of papers and tosses it to the girls.
Fuck this! Run!
The second Medusa grabs the stack. She mutters something under her breath. Then she and her girlfriends all rush away as well.
Within seconds, the two sides disperse.
The goblin gives you a shrug. Unorthodox, a bit crazy, but it worked. Alright, take a deep breath and let the rage dissipate.
A true display of power.
Yeah, you aren't actually going to... He slides a finger across his neck. Of course not, Snell.
Okay, cool, sure.
I really believe you. Alright, let's leave. Okay. Now let's have a look at this. Have I sort of wrapped up any other... it looks like this might be... Is this the one? Oh no, young... So circle square conflict. I did that. Yeah, so we don't want to young and dumb take root, I think. And get a feat out of it. Then we'll do the level up.
Trouble brewing. Young women running around the streets slinging Asgul's propaganda to unsuspecting citizens. Boys causing chaos in the name of some hapless, magazine-inspired rebellion. This cannot be tolerated.
Probably can be.
What?
I mean, it's just some kids.
That kind of looseness will bring order to his knees, it's all...
The Asgul youth did nothing to warrant such pushback. This era is one of communication, ideas interchanged freely between a populace of free-minded thinkers, folk dreaming of an egalitarian potential. However, the problem lies with the unfortunates who break and sear Folkarian thought with reckless unkindness. You must pray for them, beg of them, to please stop being so mean.
Do you really think that would work?
Oh, one can wish.
Those boys might be unkempt and rough, but they are proud citizens of a great city. They are performing a service, albeit a crude one beyond the realm of law. But the youth Asgals, they're even more unlawful to a much steeper degree.
The Asgal girls were just doing a technically criminal crime. The boys were doing multiple literal, actual fire-related crimes.
It is a morality issue, not a legality issue.
You weigh morality upon the shoulders of ideology in this case. You see that, do you not?
The only shoulders being weighed upon here are your manly, bulging, muscular traps.
What has happened here is a complication upon society, a representation of the wider culture. Young men are drawn towards the rough, downtrodden world of the dreamers, the hope of national unity through an Earthian story, one of leadership and honor, but without that guiding star, there is no such singularity, no control, no wise king to bend the knee to. Instead, those boys are simply expressing pain through violence, enacted onto those who are attempting to craft a more caring future, that is, young women. They, as opposed to young men, are drawn towards a more social type of unity, with welfare and Asgalian flattened hierarchical structures. Beyond Asgal himself, who is by his function also a male figure, it is to womanly people you shall look towards. Lady Fair is one.
The halfling god.
Yes, Lady Fair, and those not, the walking god who gave everything to save her people. Her words are few, but spread far across the coast. Her church is quite active among Norvikian society as an organization of charity, one open to all folk, no matter their origin. An egalitarian dream. This is why women, as harsh as it is to say, are simply more suited for Norvikian leadership. Lady Fair makes it clear, a house held by a woman stands any season.
Alright, we're getting to a point here. Feel like a good man. But I want to lead in the future, and I'm not a woman. Does that mean...
Oh, you can bring wisdom and goodness to the world as a man, but if a woman rises to the occasion, you must make an effort to enable her rise.
There's something so powerful about dreams. Ideas spreading from man to woman, woman to man. But the Asgalian dream is not a blessing. It is a smile wrought in pain. A vision of 1,000 layers of intersected nets and labels, tangling every person, ensnaring them into oppressor or oppressed. And there is oppression. There are unfair hierarchies. The world is corrupt. But not fundamentally. If these boys are pushing back against Asgalism, that is only natural. It is an ideology which pushes a foundational belief that they are naturally, oppressively superior.
Oh, goodness. Okay, can I just get to the point at which I make a decision?
Don't call him an oppressor. That's an unfair reading.
Oh, come on. Just... Bleh. I want to just choose my feet. I'm an equal hater. We all suck. I don't care about men or women. I'm an equal hater. We all suck.
Oh, that's not a nice way to go through life. It is, however, surprisingly egalitarian. You need to come to that realization. One every boy reaches towards the late stages of their capitalistic, pubertistic, and socialistic awakenings that...
No, not at all.
Okay, let's just skip through this, because I'm kind of not interested in it, really. This is actually a check. I'm terrible at both these things, so... I mean, I'm going to fail that. I would have to roll... I'd have to roll a 16 on that. Is that like a 25% chance of success? I'm more inclined. Let's go for wisdom. You never know. No, we failed because I've got a -3.
No, this is far more complicated than you ever could have imagined.
Alright. Come on. It's getting a bit wordy, this, but I think. I'm only halfway. Does that mean I'm a woman?
Of course not.
Come on. So I'm actually super manly. Come on, I just want to get through this. It's a little bit wordy. Come on. Just let me take a feat. That's all I want. I don't care about any of this. Let me make a decision. Oh god, I don't even know who Future Patriarch is now. Did that. Lady Fair, whatever. It is done. Gained experience, 200 XP. The feminine has entered into your body, your soul, your blood. Be kind to all. Be slightly less confused about gender. Okay. God, so what did that actually do in the end? Was it just the XP that gave me? Where do I see the feet? That's my spell book. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this one was restore 1 hit point every hour that passes. Extra proficiency in rolls when speaking with feminine characters. Okay. Sure. Right, let's do the level up. God, I found that witchery just a little bit on the tough side to get through, to be quite honest. But, hey. At least we can skip through it. Right, level advancement. Let's see. So I can raise one thing by 1. This wisdom one is really holding me back, but I'm going to steadfastly refuse to raise it. Let's go extra charisma and get the extra point in that still. Hit points +5, hit dice +1. Extra spell slots. I still don't know any second level spells. It sounds like the library might be a good place to potentially get those, though. Okay. Well, that was pretty much all we wanted to do here. What is this? There's a slot in the door. Well, yeah, but what building is it? Oh yeah. Still wasn't quite sure what that actually is. Oh, the bookbinder. Oh, we need to go there to get our thing fixed.
Bookbinder? Oh, don't know why I went Scottish there. Bookbinder. You got business here?
Yeah, I've got a deep love for books now.
Oh, that's fun. Didn't expect that, considering everything. I'm not a big reader myself, but I indulge occasionally. You sound surprised. That's rude. Very rude.
What kind of wizard would dislike books? We're going to be a wizard. He shrugs.
I mean, it's a stereotype. Figured you'd be more original than that.
So what, I'm an illiterate ape wizard? Those haven't existed since the Fade era.
I don't know about that, but I learn something new about you every minute, it seems. Well, maybe we shouldn't just stand here talking in front of a shop. You knocking or are we leaving?
Knock. Within seconds of the knock, the slit on the door slides open. Beyond, you see a pair of large yellow eyes glaring at you. Shen Yelan, Yukebinder.
Heyo! Is this pest control?
The eyes quickly tilt to the left.
Tilt?
No?
Oh.
The eyes push closer to the slit in the door. As they do, a bush of grey feathers pokes out.
Ah, birdfolk.
An owl.
A cleric?
No, I'm a wizard. The birdman behind the door ruffles his feathers.
Shen Yelan is my name. If you're not pest control, I need nothing from you. Please leave.
I have a ruined prayer book. Can you fix it?
Prayer book? Yes, I've seen quite a few. Drop inside, I will check a look.
Okay, drop it in.
Yes, horrible. Salt water, left swollen. You could have avoided the worst of this if the drying process had been handled better. I will rebind this foul mess for you.
How much will it cost?
You will see, it depends on the process. I will need the guidance on the direction of the rebinding. The spells inside are lost. However, the style and formatting can be saved. Using my skills, I can aim at something from the towers, which would be most similar to the original work. I could also focus on rebinding it in the style of a druidic ledger, or perhaps as a grimoire of the dark and forbidden arts.
Alright, Let's choose an intelligence upgrade.
That I will do. Return tomorrow, not while the sun rises. I'm either resting or working intently during those hours. Anything else you want, or will you leave me to work?
Why do you need help from pest control?
Rats.
Oh.
They're awful. They keep spawning out of the sewer pipes.
Yeah, the PCG should really take care of that.
Yes. Ooh.
He lets out an angry bird noise.
But that bastard guild leader Tall Limb Slip keeps telling me they don't have the time. No time? They have 12 teams running around the city. No time.
I've heard the big problem is that they cannot get anyone to do pest control missions at 1-star levels.
PCG is a ranking system based on the danger of any particular pest they handle.
And of course, rats would be a 1-star problem.
The halfways, we haven't relied on the PCG for years. They just don't have time for anything over a 2-star danger ranking.
It is very annoying. I have looked into it, and the problem is the pest control teams that join the guild only take on 1-star missions for a couple of weeks. Then they quickly start focusing only on the higher paying tasks, and all the actual normal pests keep on spreading throughout the city. It is a ridiculously idiotic system. So while all the mimics and monsters keep getting slayed, nothing is done about these darn rats.
Pest Control Guild uses a legendarily poor design.
Like, actually really inefficient. Entirely due to it being a public thing, of course. Had to be privatised from the start.
Problem is it's too privatized. If the city held full control of all pest control, then even the most valuable missions would be handled. Obviously.
So Earth would personally go into the sewer to stomp on rats, you say?
Yes. If so necessary, yes.
The bird takes a few breaths after his rant.
Worst part, my nephew is a team himself. The White Doves, they're called. And I've tried sending messages to him also, but he just says the same thing. Too busy. Too busy.
I could take a look at it. It does kind of sound like a quest.
Well, if you do, I would be very happy. The rats seem to come from the sewers connected with the city below.
I could join the Pest Control Guild. The Owlman scoffs.
Sure, and then you'd go and take on all the big and scary monsters that crawl up into the city, ignoring all the actual pests just to get a payday.
No way, I'd work my ass off trudging through sewers, catching rats for a barely nothing payout, all for the satisfaction of a hard day's work.
Really?
Yeah, I'm that good of a guy.
Well, if everyone was like you, the city would be a better place.
What about your nephew?
He calls himself Valerian Windrider. That is the Norvikian way of saying his name. He's also active within that Freestrider party if you're interested in throwing a vote for one of my fellow Owlkin. He works with one of those filthy yobus, which I'm not happy about. Oh, and a halfling. A cleric, in fact, of the Lady Fair Church.
I've heard of that church, over in Housing, right?
That's the one. I think they're connected with an orphanage.
Well, good luck with that. Think about it.
Thank you.
You want to go drink at the tavern later?
No.
Oh, so stern. Are you a scholar?
Oh. You are interested in the arts?
Well, it's kind of my job, yeah.
I was trained in the knowledge back in 3 Wings. I know many things, but no time to talk or share. Busy. Your scholarly teachings go speak with my upstairs neighbour. That gnome never stops talking.
Who?
Just go upstairs. His door's always open.
Alright. That's fine. What do we got here? That's nothing. Got another trash can. We can have a rummage in there, I'm sure. Bin's making a sound. Is it going to be the guy from the tea shop manager? He's saying weird words.
The trash inside this bin speaks to you.
Oh, don't fall for it.
This is some type of scam, surely, getting you to root around in the trash.
Look to Snell. He gives you a nonchalant half shrug.
It's what the land. There's always something going on here.
Open the trash can. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving in the pile of shredded documents and old scraps of food. A pair of legs. Chimorph? Oh, it's a little... What is it? Little gnome, I think. Suddenly jumping out of the pile with a puff of mouldy dust is a pine cone. Oh, pine cone with limbs.
Hen.
He hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Wait, are you one of those... Before you're able to do anything about it, the little creature poofs away.
Disgusting little creature.
As it fades, you see only trash.
I've heard about those things. Never seen them, though.
What do you know about them?
Yeah, just what I read in the paper and what Nissen goes on about. They're called Vatar or something. The Lamplighters Guild had a public spat with them a couple of months back.
He points to the lamps behind you.
Apparently they messed with the everlasting lights.
That's not allowed. The city needs those lights.
Sure, and guess who got all the complaints? I get why they were mad, but I think they sold everything once the PCG got involved. And they're supposed to be all over the garden, too. Not that I've ever seen one. Anyhow, they clearly seem to like you. Let's keep it like that.
Alright, fine. Whatever was going on there. There's a griffin or something up there. so what exit? Where does this go? This is a path along the water. Okay, what's this? Statue of Earth. We left that here. Is it going to give me a little jaw thing? You approach the shrine.
And yes, this little figurine does still count as a shrine.
Shouldn't I move it? It's like in the middle of the road.
No, it has chosen its path.
What?
Figure of Earth. This is a makeshift shrine meant to stand exactly where it is, and where it might go. Ready to serve whoever needs him the most, just like you.
I don't really need to heal. Pray? Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath and begin your prayer.
And tranquility.
Let's contemplate milk.
No.
Come on.
Fine. Comes from a cow. You like it. Many do not. Contemplate something else.
Alright, what about the tea shop owner?
Bird folk on the run. His shop is in ruins. What sort of business did he conduct there?
Contemplate your class.
Identity is not easy. It's everything from faction to home life to street. What you choose might be a first step. Choose wisely.
Can I return here when I have more things to think about?
Always.
Talking to yourself, huh? You must be quite the lonely guy.
Let's finish up there. I don't want to leave the area, because I'm pretty sure that bird guy is meant to be around here somewhere, isn't he? Hiding in a barrel or something. What's this? The Ascani Reeds Trading Company, with that signature Free Strider logo. Isn't it? Closed for the day. Stairs down to the docks. Money in the fountain. Top entrance. Okay. Probably still closed, right? Yeah. Alright, who's this? Beware those fangs and the rest, too. Griffin, as you approach the ball of feathers and wings and really, really sharp claws. Too bad, he's clearly overfed.
This is a griffin. It is a somewhat intelligent magical beast. You will require to speak with animals to communicate properly, of course.
You see a pool of drool forming underneath the open beak of the beast.
It is asleep. Wait, look behind it. There's an entrance to the warehouse on the other roof. You want to get inside, you're going to have to get past this bad boy.
The mythical beast snores gently for you.
I don't even want to ask what the plan is here.
Well, I'm not going to do the Wisdom 90. I couldn't actually pass that because my modifier is too low. Let's not worry about that right now. If we find communicate with animals, maybe that's something we can address. Dwarves architectural genius. Who's this dude? A dwarf gazes across the dockyard.
Eclectic? Sorry, busy.
Deep groaning, the bell of Water Lane. Office of Snur Appledent, PN. Children's drawings on the walls. What have we got here? Almost dead, but not yet. Scholarly recommendation of the Fordnip Commonwealth. There's a few things in here. Zoom in a bit. It's quite a small room. Let's see. Collection of books, political mostly. You see a collection of books from the philosophy canon, none of which you are really able to understand. Next to them, a line of famous political books. Asgil's Theory, Hedonists, The Dark Book of Shadow, Alexandro, many more.
No free strider work. Disappointing.
I'm going to open the Memoirs of a Statesman by Darrow, since we're going to meet with him later. He is the direct firstborn grandson of Borgo Darrow, the first paladin of Earth.
He's not so subtle.
You ain't read this before. Luckily, you don't have time to do so now, either.
Yeah, let's just Let's not worry about that right now. I mean, stuck between the pages. Is it a spell? No. What's Dream Patch? It's like a sticky plaster. That. Small amounts of Pixie Essence incorporation can be used to recover a 3rd level spell slot. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have any of those, so let's not worry about that, right? What else have we got? This is doing something. Magical quill and paper. Tiny Dictator. What's that? Probably more pronounced more like dictator, right? It's like, you speak into it and it does something. An unseen servant magically attuned to a feather pencil and paper. It will write down everything spoken within 10 feet. It's very common in the halls of the palace, where words can ruin lives or careers, but it does give us +2 intelligence. Obviously that is something we're putting points into. That's a dex, intelligence, strength. Really, I should probably get rid of the strength thing. Pop in the intelligent buff. Alright, well, let's talk to this dude then. Schnur Appledent. Oh, an intelligence behold. Well, we should be pretty good. We rolled a 1? Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
Take a step into the cramped office, standing in front of a sleeping halfling.
This is a scholar. Curse the gods. Go investigate his book collection before waking the lazy halfling.
Good forenoon, citizen. Oh! He mutters and widens his bushy eyes. His confused gaze focuses on you. Life is pain. Kick the chair. Ah!
Huh?
Calm down, Snell says, trying to conceal a smirk. Stop! Are you a madman? No, I am the cleric. Clearly, he says, groaning. Yeah, more XP coming in. Terrible, terrible pain. Oh. He mutters and rubs his face. He's pretty old and tired. Are you... He looks at you with a weary expression, then he rubs his nose and sniffs twice. Are you here for the invoice?
Quick glance to Snell.
His words come out in typical Fordnip accent, whatever that is. What? The invoice? Lean over to Snell. Should I have an invoice? No. No? No? Oh. Oh, hold on. I've already paid that invoice. You're here for something different. He leans in, facing Snell. I hope Queen Goblin has no quarrel with this old scholar. He holds up a palm.
Yeah, we're here on city business.
Yes, I've got some questions about the tea shop, mostly. Tea shop? Oh, then you're dealing with interesting events. The city has seen its fair share of calamities over the years, and the tea shop explosion appears tiny in comparison. No, it's a huge conspiracy. A huge one. Better take care of it, then. Curiosity is absolutely vital for keeping the old brain in motion, so I commend you, cleric. And you as well, my goblin friend. He looks around, grunting. Can I get either of you some fucking water, or...
You like this guy? He's like a rabid dog, without the biting so far.
This halfling is wild, in a fun way.
No thank you.
Your companion replies very quickly. You're Scholar Appledent, right? Me? Yes. I am Snow Appledent, he says and bows his head in the chair. Scholar of Fordnip University in dedicated service to the progress of AIS. Yeah, but what exactly do you do? Oh, many things. Primarily, my expertise lands on the topic of alignment and its many historical and contemporary applications. Some bullshit, I will tell you. These days, I mostly deal with other forms of study. Specifically, I run this office here on the experimental technique of psychoanalysis.
Ah, yes. He's a scholar of civetics. Modern psychoanalysis is an offshoot of his methods.
The civetics method?
Oh, you read. Oh, a wonder of the clerical trade. It is a form of mind healing, as they call it. I'll be the one to call it support instead. It is essentially the idea that the mental present is shaped by the mental past, and that through dialogue, our unreleased unconscious ghosts can be vanquished.
See, it's talking about feelings.
I know, truly horrifying. A Reetsian friend of mine once told me this joke, and I apologize if it is too vulgar for your taste, but...
He sputters out the words through little chortles. Listen to the joke.
Right. A cleric, an arcanist, and a rogue delve into the lair of a succubus. The fiend defeats all three men, throwing them in her dungeon. But she grows to fancy them, so she offers them a choice. For each man who can successfully satisfy her, she will let that man go. Otherwise, he speaks with little fits of laughter in between, she ends them, so to say.
You actually haven't heard this one. A succubus, such a fiend, would never offer such terms to... Okay, let's just nod along.
So the three adventurers debate in which order to go. Eventually the rogue and Arcanist decide the cleric should go first, as he's a virgin and will be least likely to increase her standards.
Your goblin companion rubs his eyes as he listens to the joke.
The cleric, being divine and so on, prays to his god and goes to the fiend's bedchambers. He comes out 10 minutes later completely unharmed and gives a thumbs up to his two friends, who of course both feel a great sense of relief. The Arcanist goes in next, confident and arrogant. If the cleric could do it, the fiend must be easy. Within minutes, his bones roll out of the bedchamber entrance, having been incinerated by hellish flames. The rogue is horrified, but realizes, obviously the Arcanist overestimated his abilities, so he carefully enters the bedchamber, ready to put every ounce of effort into it. Less than a minute later, screams erupt from the bedchamber, and the rogue's lifeless corpse falls out of the entrance. The cleric prays for the souls of his comrades and gathers their remains for burial. The succubus steps out, smoking a cigarette. She tells the cleric, My, your friends were truly terrible. They were just fumbling about down there. At least you managed to touch it a little.
To which the cleric responds,
You are truly an awful creature, and I will pray for your presence to be exorcised from this plane of existence every day until the day I die. Then, before he walks away, the cleric also adds, Oh, but I did heal that horrible wound you had between your legs. Hopefully that makes you less evil in the future.
The goblin lets out a slight gust of wind through his nose. 3 funny. The halfling chortles loudly.
My kind of humour, you might say. In short, you can view the succubus as an evil in the world, which religious fervour would pray to repair. However, such reparation could often lead to a not-so-optimal path.
He keeps on laughing.
Or, most simply, you could say it's a basic allegory for alignment itself. The cleric meant well, for all intents, but his actions cost the lives of both of his comrades. Is that evil, or is it good? And so on. Either way, psychoanalysis. Yes, that's what we were talking about. It's about your feelings, thoughts, memories, choices you've made, things that have happened to you. They can bog you down, so to say. And the goal in my clinical practice is to root them out in my patients' minds and help them make them aware of a repressed negative baggage, if you will. So one can move forward more speedily.
I don't have any repressed negative feelings.
A bold claim. But it's not the only thing I work on here. I'm currently exploring the dream of animus.
It's something to do with masculinity and femininity based on Civadix's ideas.
You explore men and women.
Poor phrasing, but yes. Beyond that, I also focus a lot on my own unverified theories.
He slaps his knees and grins.
The folk spirit. Have you heard of it?
It's something he made up. Doesn't mean it's not correct, though.
No, I have not.
Understandable. It's not yet published. The folk spirit is the working title for my new thesis. Most of it is, if you excuse my anurin, fucking bullshit. But in short, it is about how each folk share a number of core communal archetypes or myths. I have travelled around the coast to collect as many tales, writing down thousands of stories previously only passed down orally, all to see how well my theory holds up in the minds of so many folk.
He clears his throat and leans back in his chair.
Apologies, I'm ranting here. Let's put a stop to it. What do you want, cleric?
God, there's a lot of stuff. Kind of just want to go. Let's see if he knows anything about the tea shop.
Oh, horrific.
He gestures wildly towards the rocky wall.
Shit started shaking. It was as if the red rock of Dolstad itself was cracking.
Did you go check it out?
No. Someone told me later what it was like. I have work to do here.
So you were down here when it happened?
Yes. I think I was asleep, but the sound woke me.
You hear anything about it? Rumours?
You should not believe rumours, cleric. But yes, I did hear some nasty stuff. Some people seem to think the owner did it himself since he is missing. Some others think the city did it since they printed a clear lie in the post. I've also heard people say the Asgilists are responsible since it was their hideout. Although the Free Striders did it for the same reason, blowing up Asgilist opposition and so on. It's all bullshit, of course. Don't believe rumours.
What do you think happened? Oh, I did the wrong one. What do you think happened? He shrugs violently. Okay. I don't really... I just want to move on, I think, to be quite honest. So let's head out. Okay. I think that's just for bypassing this area. I don't think I can get up there. So let's go to that sort of lower path. I didn't find the guy who's supposed to be hiding in a barrel somewhere around here. Although I suppose the... oh, what's this?
This door looks promising. You stand before a damp door in a cramped corner house.
Layer of river mud and algae.
You know someone here?
No?
Then why are you standing here?
Knock on the door.
You rap your knuckles against the wood. Solid rhythmic knock.
Wait. A moment passes. Then the sound of a heavy latch sliding. The door creaks open. A pair of bulbous eyes stare up at you. Okay, what's an Anuran? A nomadic amphibian people, one of the oldest folk type on the coast, sometimes referred to as the last beasts of Jaw. Dressed in a tiny velvet smoking jacket, quite distinguished despite the lack of pants.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is it? I'm busy, très occupé.
He looks squishy. I wanted to introduce myself.
Mon Dieu, why? Wait,
He squints at your uniform.
are you how you say, le clergé?
I am the cleric, yes.
Ah, bon.
He nods respectfully.
At least you're not from the Tide's house, huh?
The Anuran peeks his head out behind the door.
Tu veux quoi?
Sure, why not ask for a contribution? Hooray! Just smile, the kind of smile that opens wallets. Oh, and kisses ass hard. Oh, my good sir, surely a gentleman of your stature supports the arts or the holy cause?
Ah, flattery.
He sighs, his throat pouch inflating slightly.
Told you.
You are charming, c'est ennuyeux.
He reaches for something on the other side of the door.
Take this now, au revoir.
He shoves a fancy bottle towards you. The door slams shut before you can say or do anything else. Concentrated rhubarb ale, apparently. The pinkish liquid swirls around inside.
Oh, this is no small potion. The Anuran must be well connected.
Lovely. Well, this will make things much smoother. So you really just went and knocked on some stranger's door. Look, I'm not going to knock your methods too much, but if you keep this up, we will be done by 6 months after the election. You didn't even ask about the tea shop, not once.
I just had a feeling this door was important, that's all. The goblin closes his eyes in short, silent contemplation. Then he says,
Maybe stick to the le point d'interest, okay?
That's funny, I like that. Alright. So, what is that bottle we got from him? This thing. Grants a minor charisma increase for a week. Well, we might as well drink it now, because, like, we're here for 5 days, aren't we? So, boom, down the hatch. Charisma are up by 1. Don't mind if we do. Alright. What's something going on? Gnome things up there. What's going on with that? I saw them. Yeah, they seem to disappear as soon as the screen lands on them. If I can catch them at it again. Yeah. Well, I think it's more of those weird pine cone things that would just leave would be. Now what's this? Don't think I can get in there. Maybe we have to get past that griffin. His name's Peter. Alright. Let's do this. Good lobster thing. A regular non-giant crab. You spot a crab on the rock.
Official name, Tonian Crawler.
He does a little shimmy.
Yes, cleric, that is a crab.
Pet the crab.
Oh, bad call, hombre.
You reach forth and the crab immediately snips onto your index finger. Huh? The crab pincers grip your hand hard.
Hard.
Your index finger will come off soon. 8 H. Oh my god, 8 damage. Snell, call for help. I'm being assaulted.
What?
This is an emergency. I'm dying.
Crab, yes, I see it. I guess I can help, maybe.
He looks happy to help. Okay, it's actually a DC 4 check now. So we should be able to pass that one, I would hope. Just about. Lady Fair, adding proficiency. It was must be a female crab.
Use your free hand to pry the pincers off your finger. When the index is released, you immediately begin to feel the blood flow once more. Freedom! He was a good little fighter.
Are you allowed to loiter here? It does not respond. What do you know about the tea shop? Snips its pincers once.
Was that Grabby? Johnny Longneck blew up the tea shop? Damn, guess we'll have to find him.
Johnny Longneck, the pirate?
The one and only. Yes, I'm joking. Please do not take that seriously. We're not going into the Leeds in West to seek out Johnny Longneck's crash site. Oh.
Sport.
Alright, citizen. Oh, we're here. Okay. What time is it? It's still got a couple of hours till we have to go to we should go to the mansion. I might cast Cure Wounds again. 2, is that it? Alright. Let's, how many am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take another one of these. One of our 17 apples, shall we? There we go. Is there anything going on with this door? Still locked, obviously. Pick the lock. With advantage?
You fumble with the lock, your tool slipping. Almost. Nah, won't budge. Your hands are too clumsy for this delicate work. Try again or find another way.
Yeah, we'll try again. With advantage, we should be able to do... I think we did it. Yeah.
Your fingers work the mechanism with precision. Click, click, click. The lock gives way.
The door swings open. You see nothing but black beyond.
Complete utter darkness. You can't see a damn thing in here.
Have I got light? I don't think I do have light, do I? Cast some grease. Navigate the darkness. You stumble inside, carefully allowing your vision to get used to the complete darkness of the underground. Storage chamber? Office space?
Yeah, why don't I take the lead?
Alright. Oh my god. You stumble forward into the darkness. Odd. Suddenly, the leftmost side of your leftmost foot connects with something hard.
Pain shoots through your leg.
Groan and wince.
You alright? That looked painful.
Massive damage.
I'm fine, totally fine. Seethe. Venture your eyes adjust somewhat. You can now see shapes vaguely. The storage chamber is a disaster. Broken equipment, scattered papers, shattered glowstones on the floor.
Tea shop explosion must have knocked them from the ceiling.
Push forward. You wade through the debris.
What a dump.
Search for anything useful. You sift through papers and crates.
Most of it's worthless, old receipts, inventory lists. But then you find something.
Pick up the document. A notice, official letterhead. Notice of termination, collective action violation.
You scan the text. Roller Milona fired everyone. They tried to form an Asgul union. All workers dismissed, effective immediately.
Brutal.
Workers deserve better.
Still as old as time. Or at least as old as factory work. It's a bourgeoisie bullshit all the way to the top.
Bourgeoisie? He's showing his bleeding art.
You getting political with me, Snell? He shakes his head.
Ignore me, I'm getting tired here.
You continue deeper into the chamber. At the back, you find an office.
The owner's private space.
Let's check the desk.
Approach the desk.
Old papers, ledgers, more termination notices. And then, a drawer. Locked, but poorly.
Force it open. The drawer slides open with a snap. Inside lies a smooth stone, one with several faces adorning its sides. Examine. Oh, a sending pebble. You pick it up carefully.
Ascending pebble. Oh shit, these are expensive.
Pocket it. You slid the pebble into your pouch. Time to leave. This place has given you all it can.
I'm not finding anything else here. Let's go.
Alright, exit. You make your way back through the darkness. What a lovely delve. Alright, so let's have a look at that sending stone then. So, the cost and spell slot requirement of sending has created many off-brand versions capable of short-distance messaging. During the Coast War, the Arcanist forces are often equipped with this so-called pebble, a stone capable of casting sending on any familiar target within a kilometre. Examine it. You hold up the pebble.
Please don't bother anyone with that, cleric.
You think about who you could send a message to. There are a few targets you have in mind. To the angel. Hey, Olzis, got any cool riddles that fit into 30 words or less? Let's just put it back for now, shall we? Kind of cool though, but I'm going to put it in my active slots because it's good for, was it wisdom and wisdom, charisma, intelligence, dex. Dex doesn't quite fit in with my whole thing, so I'm going to pop that out, and we're going to go with the charisma. Extremely charismatic now. It's probably how we're getting out all these situations without people murdering us. Oh, let's just go up the ladder. So, I think there's anything else here. What's going on here? Did I get anything else? Oh, okay, we got this one. Class conflict, take root. I will say I'm probably going to skip through all the dialogue here. I found it a bit tedious before. The sort of navel gazing. I am the cleric. Feel clerical.
And so on.
Okay, let's make a decision. It didn't go quite on about this quite as much. Oh. Yeah, I guess we're going to choose to be the cleric.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the cleric.
Earth be blessed, you are.
Feels like you found yourself. Okay, that was a bit quicker. I was prepared for another long debate like the previous one. So if I go to my inventory screen, now we've got the cleric. Your healing spells are increased by an extra proficiency. Your heals can also be increased by your strength modifier instead of your wisdom modifier if it is higher. Well, it is. Cool, okay. Should I try that now? I've got another couple of spell slots. Oh, it's probably because I'm in this screen. Wow, okay, yeah, that was a big difference. Cool. Okay. I've got that paper thing floating around behind me. What else have I got? So I'm wearing, I think I've got the pocket watch there, and what else have I got on? I've got the sending thing. That, yeah, I guess that doesn't appear on my person. Alright. So we've got about an hour and a half before we got to go to Darrow's place. Look at my journals. So I've kind of been most places now. It kind of feels like I have. Yeah, I don't know really. Have I got the ability to do a short rest? I'm not. Oh, short rest. Oh, it does remove exhaustion. I should do that. I didn't. I thought it was only the long rest that did the exhaustion. So let's just have a quick rest there. Cool. Unlocked all ability check. Oh, okay. And it's almost midnight. Cool. So, she's still here. So with the ability, so I can. Was she the one I massively failed? I guess it doesn't unlock anything further. There was nothing up there, was there? Something over here. Oh, who's this? Hinja Athena, our wisdom god. Meh. Strange, there's something not quite... Standing in the corner, you see a woman in a green coat. Her intense gaze focused on the cityscape horizon across the river.
Careful, cleric.
Snell says under his breath.
Easy to slip and fall here.
He's right, elves can be quite the handful. Let's just clear our throat. She turns her head, the expression cold.
Eh? Busy woman just standing on a ledge doing nothing? Sure.
Elves are scary. Don't trust her.
Yeah, it's not your type, is she?
I am the cleric of Norvik. Bow your head. She breaks eye contact, once again facing the river. Oh, I've gained a shard of jaw. Few would question your devotion to being a cleric.
Call me Pinya. Tervedis.
Ignoring you completely. Fair move. What are you doing here?
I'm waiting.
Waiting for what? She looks up at the pillar of jaw.
I have a friend in need of help.
That sounds like a quest.
I can help. Me. I do that. She shakes her head.
No need. I've caused enough trouble as it is.
No, she has to give you this quest. It sounds perfect.
Please, I want to help. The elf is quiet.
Little show of force. You'll be able to get your hands on this quest.
Strength check. Oh, really? Oh, Jesus Christ. Feel the confidence drain from your body. You cannot do this at all. I'm sorry, elf. Yeah, why not? The elf doesn't even look at you.
Awful. Just awful.
Wince and cringe and try again. Yeah. There we go. Nat 1 to Nat 20. Why not?
You feel a surge of confidence. There is only one way to make her give you this quest. Prove your heroic qualities.
You know who I am? The elf does not respond. I'm the man that'll save the world one day. The elf turns and looks at you. If your friend needs help, I'm the guy to do it. She stares at you for a while, taking you in, then she gives you a little smile.
Success.
I'm impressed. So, what's the quest, my fair lady? Oh, your foolish charade actually accomplished something. Oh, don't call it that. You. She looks away once more.
There is a paladin, Lord Gorm at Narvik.
Missing paladin. She nods.
He is a city paladin. He's lost his way completely.
Is he here on Tolstad? She glances towards the pillar. Her look is stern.
He is close.
The elf speaks in riddles, very dramatic.
I can't say much, but if I could just have one more chance. If you can find him, Ragn, tell him sincerely and with all of my heart, he can go fuck himself.
Oh, the drama. Wow.
Gorm is not her friend. He's not the one in danger.
Well, who's your friend then?
She is.
The elf closes her mouth and shakes her head. Fascinating. So secretive. Can you tell me anything that would help me? Leaning forward, she whispers to you.
One thing. Lord Gorm may be lost.
She smiles.
But you don't have to be.
She looks up towards the clouds where the pillar disappears into the blue. If I find him, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Quest acquired. Well done.
Now you need to find a lost drunk famous paladin somewhere in this massive maze of a city. Fun times.
What do you know about the tea shop?
Sad what happened.
She looks down into the river. I agree, a tragedy. Tea shop's a secret. The elf does not even appear to listen to you. She simply nods and mutters,
Are you here then to look into the tea shop?
More or less, yes.
Oh. What do you think happened?
I don't know, but I will find out. See the elf look at you with her piercing eyes.
Oh, thank you for your service.
It's my duty, nothing else. The elf says nothing, just turns away again. Oh, talkative lady. Let's just bow our head and leave.
You feel a great emotion well up inside as you turn to leave.
Tears. Tears for her and her friend.
Hey, cleric, you okay? Yes, thank you, Snell.
Yeah, no problem, big guy.
This journey will take much.
I guess we leave. Alright. Into midnight. The angel's gone. Maybe we can go in now? Oh, that'll be him. Darrow's Nest. Yeah, there's the angel. Have a little look. What's this? An LR of Norvik, an LR of a girl, and a newspaper clipping about the Coin Lord. What's this? Knightly helmet. Must be a leftover. Take it. Hell yeah. +2 charisma, -2 dexterity. Frogmouth. Is that better than our bucket? Our bucket is +2 strength, -2 wisdom. This is +2 charisma, -2 dexterity. So we would gain wisdom, lose dex. Gain charisma, sure. We're at 22 charisma now. Wisdom's come up a little bit. We're going to have -1 on that. So that's slightly improved, huh? Alright. I'm just at the time of the video, and that seems like a pretty good place to leave it for now. We'll come back next time. We'll go and talk to Darrow and hopefully get some steer on what we were actually meant to be doing here. Hopefully get into the tea shop and have a proper poke around maybe in the next episode. We'll find out. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know your thoughts, how things are going and so on. And, a big thank you to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. Continues to be hugely appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in, checking those out and gaining earlier access to these videos, that'd be amazing. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.